There we go. Hello, YouTube. Got another stream for you today. As I said just now, it is the final stream of the year. And I'm doing the thing that I've done many times before. I'm gonna put on some music because definitely need some music for this. And if you know me, you can probably guess what I'm putting on. Oh, you hacking know it. I hacking know it. Because of course I am. That's shuffled. I don't want it shuffled. There we go. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's bring this up here. So yeah, we're doing this again. Chat, we are going through all the games I've played this year. All the games that I've played and finished this year. And we're going to rank them all from S all the way down to F. Because that seems like a good grading system. I didn't include a U for ungraded, but you know, we got an F. That's what it matters. I just realized I forgot one of the things in this list, but that's okay. I can add it now. But yes, well, as I said, we're going through a list of all the games I've played, seeing which one's the best, which one's the worst. These were all the games I've played on stream and finished. Not necessarily finished on stream, but have finished. As well as games I've played off stream and finished. Couple of rules to this. One, the games don't necessarily have to have been released this year. It's just games I've played this year, not released this year. Games I've played. So you'll see some old games in there. You can see them down there right away. But those are the games I've played to completion for the first time this year. I've played from the beginning to the end. So, good stuff there. Second, there are going to be some games that I have played, but haven't completed, which I have not added to this list. So games like Hollow Knight, Silksong, and Outer Worlds 2, and Avowed I've played this year, but I haven't completed them yet, so I have not added them to this list, which is very, very good. Maybe they'll be added next year. I don't think it'll be the case of Silksong. I think Silksong's a very not for me kind of game, and I feel like it would be kind of harsh for me to judge it just because I'm not really into it. So I'm not going to add that, but that's fine. And then third, there are some games on here that I did play to completion but haven't added because I've played them before. Notable ones here are Watch Dogs and Batman Arkham Asylum. I played those on stream this year, but I have played them before to completion. I did different versions of the game for like achievements and stuff. So like I did the Xbox 360 version of Watch Dogs, and I did the Xbox One version of Batman Arkham Asylum. Suffice to say, Batman Arkham Asylum still rules in the year 2025. It's still a very good game. Would recommend playing it. And Watch Dogs is still quite fun, honestly. I think Watch Dogs is a little bit overheated. I know it's an Ubisoft game, and Ubisoft's kind of in the toilet right now, especially with like the whole Rainbow Six Siege hack, and apparently a lot of their source code got stolen. But also the fact that they don't make amazing games nowadays. But I still think Watch Dogs is a good time. So those two, very good. And yeah, good stuff. As I said, I did forget to add one thing, so I'm going to add that real quick. Interesting. That'll do. Let me guess, this is going to be a WebP. Is it going to be a WebP? No, it's an AVIF file. Oh, good. I love AVIFs. AVIFs are my favorite. I mean, I don't mind like WebP and WebM. It's just the problem that a lot of programs don't like them for some reason. Alright, where the fuck did it save? Where are you? Where did you save? You're in this folder somewhere. I need to find out where you are. Did I save in the right folder? What's the bet I didn't save it in the right folder? Give me a second. I did save it in the right folder. I'm just blind. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm not sure if this website supports AVIFs, but yeah. There we go. That's done. And I've got to add it into here. So many games. There we go. Probably just saw what's added. So, yeah, that's being said, let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the games I streamed first, from oldest to newest, and then after that we will go and do the games that I have played off stream and completed. So, with that being said, let's start off with the first game I streamed this year, and boy howdy, it was a doozy. Balan Wonderworld, chat. We started off 2025 strong with Balan Wonderworld. I played this game to completion. I got the 1,000 points off stream. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it, chat. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The first game that I streamed this year is absolutely the worst. F tier, right away, immediately. Good God, this is one of the worst games I've ever played. It's just... the platforming is uninspired. I mean, some of the designs are kind of cool. I like Balan's design, but the story, there's barely any story. Apparently, you gotta like read a book to understand the story. Every single button does the same thing. So if you have a certain costume on that doesn't allow you to jump, you can't jump. Oh, good lord. There is so much bad about Balan Wonderworld, and I really do not want to play it ever again. I've got the 1,000 points, I'm done with it, I'm never playing this goddamn game again. Balan Wonderworld, easily the worst game I've played in 2025, and it's the first one. But I'll tell you a game that does come kind of close to it. The second game we played on the stream this year, Hot Wheels beat that. Another F tier. We're starting off strong, chat, with 2 F tier games. But Hot Wheels beat that. Made by Eutechnics, same devs as Ride Hell Retribution and Pimp My Ride. We played those 2 before. Those 2 were pretty bad. But goddamn, Hot Wheels beat that is so boring and so repetitive. I just did not like any bit of it. It's so mind-numbingly boring. And I had some people in chat say they had good memories of this game because it released back in 2007. But yeah, this the first time I played it, and good God, another game I truly hate. Just play Unleashed, chat. Just play Hot Wheels Unleashed. Those games are good. Hot Wheels beat that is not. Just don't do it. Alrighty, next game on the list is The Saboteur. The Saboteur. Now, thank God that this doesn't make it 3 bad games in a row, because I did like The Saboteur. I did like it quite a bit, actually. I know it wasn't... I know the reviews for it weren't glowing, and it was the last game, I believe, made by Pandemic before they got shut down by EA. But I liked it. I put it in a high B, might move it to a low A. But it has aged a little bit. But I did enjoy the gameplay. There was a lot of collectibles and a lot of stuff to do. Maybe too much. But I like the story. I like the atmosphere. I like the whole, like, when you're in, like, an oppressed, like, region of Paris, it's all black and white, and when you liberate it, it goes to colour. I really like that idea. And yeah, it was a fun time, chat. I did enjoy playing The Saboteur. It was a good one. Thank God, because we had these 2 stinkers right at the beginning of the year. But we're on the up and up. Alrighty, what is next? Ooh, Now this one's interesting because I played the majority of this last year, but I didn't really finish the 1.0 content until this year, and I feel like I've played enough of it now to give my opinion on it. And that game's Genshin Impact. We got up to the end of Leeway. I think that's how you pronounce it. When we finished streaming it, I did complete Inazuma, the region afterwards, and then I haven't really played much since. I'm on the beginning part of Sumeru, and people might say, you probably should play more before making an opinion on it. But I'm gonna give my opinion now, because I'm not really playing it that much. I feel like I've played quite a bit of it to make an opinion. And as a game, as a free-to-play game, it's a very solid game. I like the world, I like the characters, and the gameplay is very good and satisfying. So if I judged it as just on those merits alone, I'd probably put it in A. But we do have to address the elephant in the room, chat. It is a gacha game. And I will say that some of the monetization stuff on there does kind of stink. I mean, I've been trying to get one of the same character for ages now, and I just can't get them. Every time I try, I always lose the 50-50. It's so annoying. But the gacha stuff in this game is quite predatory, I will say. You can do free-to-play, because I haven't spent a single penny on this game as of right now. You can do free-to-play, but you are going to be held back a little bit. Even with the 5-star characters, they're not going to be at their full potential because you're not spending enough to get their constellations or whatever. So you are kind of held back, which is kind of annoying, especially with some of the side content, like the Imaginarium Theater and whatever that other thing is, the Abyss or whatever it's called, the Spiral Abyss, that's what it's called, Spiral Abyss. You are kind of held back by not being able to upgrade your characters fully. So yeah, I definitely need to dock some points from Genshin for that. I'm gonna give it a B, but it might end up being a low B just because the gacha mechanics are not great. They are not great. It's a solid game, held back by some gacha mechanics that kind of reek. Alrighty, next up, chat, Balatro. The card game. The roguelike card game poker thing. I swear I have the worst luck with these. Because I had this and then Clover Pit as well. We'll get to Clover Pit later. But good lord. I swear I have the worst luck with this because with Balatro I've only won once. I failed the tutorial. Probably because that was a skill issue. I did fail in the tutorial. And again, that might be a skill issue, but I still feel like I am incredibly unlucky with these. But Balatro was one of the few games I played on stream. And I was playing it, and then I looked at the time, and suddenly it was 2 hours later. I thought it was only half an hour, and I'm like, I've been playing this for 2 hours already? Holy shit. This game's hell of addictive. I'm going to put it in A. It might go up to S. But I do need to spend more time with Balatro, but the time I have spent with it is pretty solid. It is pretty solid. I did enjoy my time with Balatro a lot, and yeah, as I said, I definitely got to spend more time with it. I would like to get it working on the Steam Deck once my Steam Deck actually works. Spoiler alert, chat, my Steam Deck has issues, and I'm sad. It keeps freezing. Literally, even on the SteamOS menu, it just freezes, and I hate it. I've tried pretty much everything they've said, the Steam supporter said, except for re-imaging. I don't have a USB drive for that, but I have ordered one, and it should arrive today. So the fate of my Steam Deck relies on a £12 USB drive. Fun times. Because if that doesn't work, I'm going to have to send it back, and I'm sad. But hey-oh, at least it'll be free, because warranty. Gotta love it. So yeah, Balatro, good game, very good game. Definitely need to spend more time with it. Next one, Sneak King. Oh boy, Sneak King. Oh god, this game was This game's iconic, chat. Sneaky King is iconic. Probably for all the wrong reasons. It's definitely the worst of the Burger King games. But I can't say it's worse than Hot Wheels Beat That or Balan Wonderworld, because it's not. There's some absurdity to Sneaky King that I think gives it some points. The only problem is, it is repetitive. It is quite repetitive, and yeah, I still haven't gone back to it to get the rest of the achievements. I also crashed quite a few times, if I remember correctly. But yeah, the absurdity, it is an absurd concept, and it is kind of fun for the first few minutes, and then it kind of just drags on and gets repetitive, and yeah, it kind of lets it down. But I can't say it's worse than Hot Wheels or Balan Wonderworld, so I'm gonna put it in E. Sneaky King goes in the E section. E for E for eh. But it is an absurd concept, and I'm glad I did play it, even if it was pretty bad. Alright, next one. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Ideally, Like a Dragon / Yakuza game. Next year we got Yakuza Kiwami 3. Ain't that fun? But we had the Pirate Yakuza game, where Majima was the protagonist. We get to be a pirate. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. I did enjoy my time with it. However, I don't think it left as much of an impression on me as the other games in the series. I felt like it just kind of existed. And a lot of people said it was like the beach episode of the series. It does beach episodes of anime and stuff. And it's hard to disagree with that assumption. Because it feels like they made a game because everyone wanted to play as Majima again. And fine, here's a game where you play as Majima again. And I mean, the ship mechanics were pretty cool. The ship mechanics were pretty heckin' cool. They were definitely more fleshed out than some other games that specialize in being a pirate, like Skull and Bones. I mean, Skull and Bones we know is not great, but I haven't played it, so I can't add it on this list. But Pirate Yakuza was fun, but it's not really a memorable time. I'd give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. So I put it in B. I put it above Genshin, but below Saboteur. I think I enjoyed Saboteur more than Pirate Yakuza. I think it left more of an impression on me. Not that Pirate Yakuza is a bad game, but I think it could have been a bit more, and I feel like it just kind of feels like a bit fan servicey. But in the end, it was pretty good still. And yeah, we got Kiwami 3, and whatever you feel about that is your business, but we'll probably end up playing Kiwami 3 when it comes out in just about 1.5 months, in the middle of February. Alright, next one. Oh, hell yeah, chat. Oh, hell yeah. Chat, we got Pepsi Man next. Pepsi Man. We played this on April Fool's, because I was like, oh, I've heard about this game, and it seems rather silly. I was like, oh, it's probably not going to be great, and we'll play it on April Fool's. Chat, I'm not going to lie, Pepsi Man was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. It's very short. It's very short. We got it done within an hour. But yeah, Pepsi Man, PS1 game, Japanese only. Surprised it was Japanese only. But I actually had fun with Pepsi Man. It actually worked pretty well as an auto-runner sort of game, which is kind of wild. But people kind of memed on this game, but it turns out it's not a bad game. It's actually quite fun. I will also put this in B. I'll put it below Pirate Yakuza. But Pepsi Man was a fun time. It's worth a playthrough, chat. Get a PS1 emulator going and play some Pepsi Man. You'll be done with it within an hour, but it's a good time. It is a fun time, Pepsi Man, I will say. Alrighty, Doom 2016 is the next one on the list. Doom 2016. I bought this game a while ago and I never finished it, and then this year I decided, you know what? I'm gonna play through this game to the end and see if it is as good as everyone says it is. And chat, I'm happy to say it sure is. We're putting it in A. Doom is very fun. Doom is very fun and enjoyable. I need to go back and get some of the achievements I missed in it. I did get lost a few times in the game, I will admit, but that's more me being bad than on the game, let's be honest. But the glory kills were satisfying. The gunplay was fun. Like, it cooked with that one, man. They cooked. I was going to play the other games. I was going to play Eternal and then Dune the Dark Ages eventually. Haven't done those yet, but maybe we will in 2026. Maybe we will in 2026, chat. But Dune 2016, very good game. Very solid. We love it. We love to see it. Alright, next one on the list. Binary Domain. Oh, good lord, Binary Domain. Oh, so this is another game made by RGG Studios. They decided we're not doing a Yakuza game, we're going to do a Gears of War clone. We're going to do a Gears of War clone. And I don't know. It was fine. It was fine, but it wasn't like amazing or anything. I did like some of the stuff. I liked how your interactions with your teammates kind of affected the story a little bit, which was kind of cool. But other than that, it just felt kind of generic, and it was fine. It worked. It was competent, but it didn't really have much more going for it than being competent. So I'm gonna put it in C. It was fine, but not much more than fine. But heyo. Maybe we'll get a sequel if Sega says yes, but we probably won't, let's be honest. We probably won't. Alright, what's next? Transformers War for Cybertron. Transformers game, I wonder if Ree's in the chat. If so, I'll tease him by putting it in like F or something. Nah. Transformers War for Cybertron, very, very good Transformers game. I think everyone knows it's a very good Transformers game. I think some people say Fall of Cybertron is better, but I haven't played Fall of Cybertron yet. We will in due time. We will play Fall of Cybertron on stream. Probably in 2026. Most likely in 2026. The War for Cybertron is solid. It's very fun. They actually made a good Transformers game. Unbelievable, I know. Back in, what, 2011, 2012 when this game came out? I can't even remember. But, yeah. And then they made another Transformers game, and then I think they made a third one based off like one of the movies that apparently isn't as good. And then they sent the developers to the Call of Duty mines, so thanks Activision. Maybe one day we'll see them re-released if Microsoft decides to bother with that, but they probably won't because it's Microsoft and they don't give a shit about anything other than AI right now. But nonetheless, Wolf Cybertron, pretty good. I'll also put it in B. Do I want to put it above Pirate Yakuza? Sure, man. You know what? Sure. Sure. We haven't put anything in D or S yet, but I think that's going to change very soon. The next one. Dust: An Elysian Tale. This is a game I bought many years ago. Never finished, and then one day I was like, you know what, man, we're going to do it. We're going to play Dust: An Elysian Tale. A lot of people like this game. A lot of people, I think, became furries because of this game. I think a lot of people really liked the characters and their designs and whatnot, and the gameplay was solid as well. It was a fun time, but on the flip side, I feel like the game design sometimes doesn't mesh too well. Like, sometimes it expects you to do this certain thing and the game sometimes can't really keep up with it. It's kind of hard to describe, but I feel like there's some parts of the game that are kind of let down just because of the gameplay itself, and it's like, oh, you gotta do this, but the game mechanics don't really keep up with it. Maybe it's just age, because this came out in like what? It came out over a decade ago, originally, but I feel like age is kind of not being terribly kind to Dust: An Elysian Tale, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just doing like the hottest take of all, and people would disagree with me. And you're free to disagree with me. It's fine. We all have opinions. But Dust is still a solid game, but I definitely put it in the low Bs. I'll put it above Genshin though. But it's definitely below Pepsi Man, but above Genshin Impact. Alright, what is next? Oh, here we go, chat. I think the music that I'm playing probably gives away where this is going to go. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Where do we think we should put this, chat? B? Maybe an A? I don't know. Seems, small indie dev making their first ever game. No, it's going in S. It's my game of the year. Of course it is. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is my game of the year by a wide margin. I think everyone loves this game. I love this game. It won so many awards at the Game Awards. It pretty much swept the Game Awards. And for once, I am inclined to agree with it. Probably except for the indie game nominations. Those are kind of questionable. And I know some people have kind of soured on it a little bit because of the whole Gen AI stuff. Because apparently, they used Gen AI for a placeholder image, which they quickly replaced with a real image. But the placeholder image wasn't supposed to be there when it launched. It accidentally got left in. They patched it to replace it. And, a lot of people were saying they shouldn't use Gen AI in the first place. And I hate Gen AI as much as anyone. But I'm going to give Samfor the benefit of the doubt on this one because they have said that they did test it. They tested Gen AI just to see what it's like, but they said they didn't like it, so they didn't use it again after that. And it does remind me of when all this Gen AI stuff first came about, like the DALL-E stuff, and how all the DALL-E stuff looked horrifying, and we kept using DALL-E because it was horrifying. So, in a way, I kind of understand what they were doing, because obviously this new tech, they want to try it out. They have said they're not going to use it again. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. If they don't use it again, fair enough. If they do end up using it again, that is an issue. That's they definitely need to be railed on for. But for now, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And in the end, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, still a phenomenal game. One of the games of the generation, I feel. And yeah, easily Game of the Year for me and for many others. Clearly E for Expedition. Yes, clearly. But yeah, Expedition 33, it's not going to be top this year. We've got our worst game of the year already, and we got our best game of the year already. And we've still got so much more to go. Hell yeah. But yeah, Expedition 33, such a phenomenal game. Phenomenal. I love it. Alright, next one, Mafia 2. I played the Definitive Edition on stream. This version is a little buggy, I will admit. But the core game, Mafia 2, very good. I liked it more than Mafia 1. I haven't played Mafia 3 yet, I haven't played the Old Country yet, so we'll definitely get to those in due time. But Mafia 2, very fun game. Definitive Edition kind of does sour it a little bit. I played the OG 360 version, and it was definitely less buggy than the Definitive Edition. Kind of feels like they did a Rockstar, which kind of makes sense because it's 2K. They're owned by the same company. They just did it again. They love calling things a Definitive Edition and making it worse. But Mafia 2 Definitive Edition is not as bad as the GTA Definitive Editions. You can still play it, and it's still pretty good to play. But Definitive Edition does let it down a little bit. But as a core game, Mafia 2 is very good. I'll put it above a Pepsi Man. We'll put it above Pepsi Man. There's a lot of B's here. I might need to shuffle things around a little bit, but we'll put it in B for now. It was a fun time, even if there was issues with it. What is next? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yes, chat. Here we go. Here we go. Speaking of good games, Superman 64. I think we know where this one's going. Superman 64. Good God, man. Oh. Obviously, it's going in F. It's going in F. But I did enjoy streaming this and playing it, so I can't say it's worse than these two. So it'll be in the top of the F. I can't put it there. There we go. It's a terrible game. It's a horrible, horrible game. But it was a fun sort of bad. It was like a fun bad game. Where it was just funny to laugh at the glitches and stuff, and it was just It was a wild time, and it was one of the funniest streams I did this year, so I can't be too mad at Superman 64. I can't, in good conscience, put it below Hot Wheels or below Wonderworld. I can't. It still goes in F, but I can't put it below those two games, because I actually had fun streaming it. I did have fun. 5D chess is next. This made my brain hurt. I'm putting it in C, moving on. I think my brain just shut off after an hour of playing this. It didn't want to do anymore. It just didn't want to do anymore. I'm just like, okay, fine. We're just going to stop and play something else. It's a funny concept, and people smarter than me will probably have more enjoyment from it. But for me, man, it's just like, I'm dumb brain. I'm like dumb pilled. So, we'll put that in C and move on with our lives. Okay, what is next? Black Mesa. Black Mesa. That is the fan-made remake of Half-Life 1. This was the game that won the Viewer's Choice game thing, surprisingly beating out Gmod. And I considered it. It was like, should I play OG Half-Life or should I play Black Mesa? It was Black Mesa, and it was very, very good. I'll put it in A. It was a good remake, actually, all things considered. I probably should play the OG Half-Life to like compare it to the OG Half-Life. But for what it is, what Black Mesa is, it's a good time. It's a very, very good time. And I would recommend buying it. It's probably on sale on Steam right now during the Steam Winter Sale. Let me have a look and see how much it is right now. I will tell you in a moment. Looking on my phone. It is currently £4.18. It's 75% off, so it's about like what, $5-6. I recommend it for that price. That's a very, very good price. I would recommend getting Black Mesa. I even played it on the controller, which was a mistake, but I did complete it on controller, so at least that's something. Definitely a mouse and keyboard game. Definitely a mouse and keyboard game. You can play it on controller. Clearly, I did it, but yeah. Definitely a mouse and keyboard game. But Black Mesa, very good remake of the first Half-Life, and yeah, definitely recommend it, man. Alright, what is next? I'm looking through my uploads on my Steam, on my stream channel to do this. Okay, this next one might... I feel like this next one's going to be a bit controversial, because I know how much I know a lot of people like this game. And I can honestly say I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. It's not a bad game by any means, but I can't in good conscience say I enjoyed my time with it that much. I haven't played it since we streamed it. That game is Deep Rock Galactic. I know a lot of people like this game, and that's fair enough. If you enjoy it, more power to you. I like it, but I don't love it. I like it, but I don't love it. And people might say, oh, you need to do it in co-op and stuff like that. And you know what? Maybe you're right. But, you know, I can't in good conscience say I enjoy it all that much. So I'm going to put it in a high C. I know, controversial. Very controversial. But that's why opinions are great, because we all have different ones. If we all had the same opinions, this would be boring. But yeah, I guess it's just a not for me kind of game. But that's fine. Sometimes it happens. Shit happens. And yeah, I can't really give it any more than a C, sadly. Alrighty. Oh, we got another gacha game next. Ain't that lovely? And this one is interesting because I know a lot of people. I have a few friends who enjoy this game a lot, and they're still playing it today. That game, of course, is Umamusume Pretty Derby, the horse girl gacha game. Even has like an anime, I think, based off it. And I will say, it's better with its gacha mechanics than Genshin. Like, it's a lot more generous with the way it hands out its currency and stuff, so you're definitely going to have a more fun time as a free-to-play player. And it is a very much a different game to Genshin. I feel like Umamusume is more like a visual novel style game. Obviously, you have like stat building and stuff, or like your horse girls or whatever, but I feel like most of it is very much visual novel. And as a game, as it is right now, I would put it in B. I put it below Mafia 2. Because I did enjoy playing it, but I am kind of worried for it. Because eventually, at some point, people will turn off the game. They'll move on to other things. It happens. And I feel like the devs, Cygames, will probably start like scrambling to try and get more money. So they'll probably make the microtransactions a bit more rough for the remaining player base, because that's usually how gacha games kind of go. They want to try and like squeeze out as much money from the whales as they can. So while it's fine for now, I do hope Cygames doesn't like fall down the slippery slope and start squeezing their player base more than they currently are, which admittedly they're not squeezing that much, but it is a solid game for now. And if you want to play like a free-to-play like game that's in that field, Umamusume is definitely one of the better ones. But I do kind of worry for it, and I'm hoping again Cygames doesn't like fall into the trap that other gacha games have. But for now, solid, very solid, Umamusume. Alright, next one, Okami HD. I really liked Okami. I really did. I understand the hype. I'm putting it in S tier. Okami was very fun, very enjoyable. Still holds up very well today. The art style. Story was cool. The gameplay is cool. I like doing the ink stuff. That was fun. Even if it was a little bit kind of wonky at times. But I'll put that down to its age more than anything else. I mean, the game came out originally in 2006. So, you know, it's been nearly 20 years. I think I can forgive a bit of jankiness for its age. But yeah, everything about it's very solid. There's few negative things I can say about Okami. I think the most negative thing I could say is that some of the dialogue definitely hasn't aged well. I'm looking at you, Easton, or however the hell you pronounce his name. But, you know, it's still a very good game. I definitely recommend giving it a go. Definitely. How much is it on sale on Steam right now? How much? Is it less than Black Mesa? No, it's £7.49. I'm surprised it's only 50% off. It's been on sale a lot more than that. But still, for £7.49, I'd give it a solid yeah. £7.49, very good. That's like $10. And for $10 you're getting a very good game that lasts about 40-50 hours. And I did like it, and I got all the achievements in it, despite some of the stuff being quite difficult. So, and there was also quite a few missables, but we did get all the missables. So, got the 1,000 points, got all the achievements. Very good game, Okami. It probably would have been my game of the year if Expedition 33 wasn't a thing. It's definitely number 2. Okami is definitely a very solid number 2 in this list, behind Expedition 33. Alright, next one. Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. People made fun of me when I played this because I was bad. And I'm like, dude, I didn't grow up with Sonic. I'm sorry that I didn't grow up with Sonic. I was very much a PlayStation person. And even then, I didn't play all like the big PlayStation games apart from Crash and Spyro. So, you know. Sorry that I didn't grow up with Sonic, man. But I did play this. I did complete this. We did play Sonic Generations, the OG Sonic Generations, a few years ago. And, yeah, we got this version, which includes a remastered version of Sonic Generations, and then a whole new game featuring Shadow, which was built off the game engine for Frontiers. And I did like Frontiers, and I did like Sonic Generations. So combining those two, and the fact we got to play as our favourite edgy boy, I liked it a lot. I put it ahead of Black Mesa, actually, but Sonic Cross Shadow Generations, I think actually might be my favourite Sonic game I played. It might be my favourite Sonic game I played. It's very, very good. Too many collectibles for my liking. But, you know. Gotta pad out that runtime somehow, but I did like Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. I did like it a lot. So, good job, Sonic Team. You made a Sonic game that I actually really, really like. I mean, I did like Frontiers. I did like the OG Sonic Generations, but it was very good. Very good. I would recommend. And don't worry, chat, our adventure in the Sonic universe is far from over, because we're going to be doing Sonic Unleashed next, at some point. So I look forward to that. We're definitely doing that in 2026. Okay. What's the next one? Oh, yes, here we go. Here we go, chat. Here we fucking go. I've been waiting to talk about this game. I think we know what game I'm talking about. It released this year, and a lot of people definitely consider this game to be the worst game that released this year. And I saw it, and I'm like, I have to play this on stream. I have to do it. And I did. I did do it, and it was just as bad and glorious as I fully expected it to be. Of course, it's Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye was really bad. Of course, it was produced by Leslie Benzies, used to be at Rockstar North before he got booted out the door. He made his own studio, and they were like, we're going to make a game that's better than GTA. It's going to be better than GTA 6, whenever that comes out in like 2032. But we're going to make a game that will challenge GTA 6, and it's going to be better, and it definitely was not. The gameplay was repetitive. It looks okay, like visually it looked alright, but the story made no sense. It just felt really generic, but it was fun to make. It was fun to make fun of the story because the story was fucking ridiculous. Like, it took place within the space of like 2 weeks. You get employed into like a security job, and then a week later you're like part of like some alien conspiracy or some shit. It was fucking wild, and the ending was so abrupt. And I'm like, that's it? That's how it ends? But good God. This game is objectively bad, but I'm going to put it in E because it was so much fun streaming it. It was so much fun streaming it that I can't put it down below an F. It was so dumb. It was the worst game that released this year, but it was dumb fun. I have to give it some credit. It was dumb fun. I've hydrated for you. Alrighty, what's next? Ooh, SpongeBob SquarePants, the Patrick Star game. This was a SpongeBob game that played like Goat Simulator, and you played as Patrick, and it was okay. It wasn't amazing or anything, but it was okay. I think this is definitely a contender for a D. Rank D. It was okay. Could have been a lot better. It basically just cloned Goat Simulator, and some of the achievements were really buggy, and I hated it. But I did get all the achievements in the end. I did get the 1,000 points. And yeah, it was very average. It was very average. Which probably means I probably should put it in C, but I feel like the busted achievements well, it wasn't busted achievements, it was the game broke several times. And one of the missions I couldn't complete until I had to I reloaded it like twice. I reloaded the map like twice. Eventually it worked, but yeah, it's fine. It's fun for like the first few minutes, but it gets kind of repetitive after a while, and then in the end, it was kind of a chore to get the rest of the achievements. But heyo, it's not an awful game, not a great one. Alright, what's next? Gears of War Reloaded! This is like the remaster of Gears of War, because they already remastered it beforehand with the Ultimate Edition in 2015, but then they wanted to re-release the game on PS5, and they were like, we're going to make a new version, which basically is the same as Ultimate Edition, except with some 4K support. It just feels kind of unnecessary. I feel like the only reason why they made it is because, hey, we want to release it on PlayStation. And they did. And we played it on stream, and I mean, Gears of War is still a fun game to play in 2025. But I just feel like it's kind of unnecessary. I feel like they could have just re-released Ultimate Edition for PS5, and you would have been alright. Push out a Series X update for Ultimate Edition, maybe. I feel like Reload is kind of unnecessary, and I feel like it felt like it was more unstable than Ultimate Edition. Like, some things just feel like it didn't work. So I'm going to put it in C, below binary domain. I just feel like it's unnecessary. Hello, Ace. But yeah. Gears of War Reload, I just feel like it's unnecessary, and it's still a fine game. But I wouldn't go out my way to recommend it if you already played like Ultimate Edition. Well, to be fair, if you have Ultimate Edition, you got Reloaded for free, which I did. But I just feel like it's unnecessary, and yeah, it's not as well polished as the other versions, like the original 360 version and the Ultimate Edition. I feel like if you're on Xbox, you had to play, but if you had to choose between Reload and Ultimate Edition, I'd actually recommend Ultimate Edition because it works better. Sure, you lose your 4K support, but it still runs at like 60 frames. But yeah. Alright, next up, Metro 2033. Redux version. I need to go back and get the rest of the achievements in this. I liked it. It was solid. I think it was pretty good. I put it here. Another B-rated game, I know. But, I liked it. I feel like, Last Light will be better. We'll do Last Light on stream eventually, but... And maybe Exodus as well, but I don't own Exodus as of right now. But, yeah, Metro 2033, it's a solid game. It's a solid game. Pretty gosh darn good. But, it does have its issues. I mean, I think there's some, like, forced stealth stuff, if I remember correctly, which was kind of annoying. Well, I guess it wasn't really forced stealth, because you could just shoot your way through, but there were achievements tied to being stealthy, and I'm just like, ugh! Pain. But it was good. I liked it. It was solid. Alright, what's next? Biomutant! Oh boy, Biomutant. Oh, good lord, Biomutant. Oh, Biomutant. So... Biomutant. The game looks great. The game is visually very, very good. It looks the part, and the gameplay is solid enough. But apart from that, I can't really say much more good about it. The narrator is very annoying. It gets very, very repetitive. And... again, the gameplay's cool. I kind of like the melee stuff, and some of the gunplay was kind of cool as well. But like the dialogue, the narrator being annoying, and just the story was just kind of bland and generic. I can't really say much more good about Biomutant. I did complete it. I did get all the achievements in it. But it's not an amazing time. I'm going to put it in D above Patrick Star Game here, but yeah, I can't really put it any higher. It's not an amazing game. It's mid. It's a very mid game. I can't say it's awful, but it's kind of mid. It's kind of mid. Alrighty. Next up is I'm going to lump two games into one here because they are essentially the same game, but they just released in different, like, time periods. But the next game on the list is Tokyo Extreme Racer, and connecting to that, Import Tuna Challenge, which are they're basically the same game, but Import Tuna Challenge was 2006 on the 360, and Tokyo Extreme Racer is the new one that came out on PC this year. But they both have the same gameplay loop. It's just, you know, Tokyo Extreme Racer has like all the modern bells and whistles. But we'll do Import Tuna Challenge because this is the one I played the most. This is the 360 version. I did get all the achievements in it. And you know what? For a mid-2000s racing game, it was good. I liked it. It has shown its age a little bit, I will admit. So I'm going to put it in the low Bs. But this one's fun, but I would recommend getting the newer version on PC because this one is like Import Tuna Challenge, but better. They actually managed to capture the mid-2000s like racing game aesthetic quite well for a modern game. And I'm going to put it here, higher up in B. The only reason why I put it in B because it can be very repetitive as the game goes on, but it is a very good game to shut your brain off to. Like, if you shut your brain off to it and just enjoy like the vibe and like the gameplay loop, it's very good. It's actually a good racing game that released in the year of our Lord 2025. Which is saying something, because we've had some stinkers this year. Like, Project Motor Racing was bad. Recreation was bad. Yes, DRG and C for co-op better. Yeah, I kind of said that. It's just a not for me kind of game, Deep Rock Galactic. I know it's probably one of the more controversial picks here. But, you know. But yeah, Tokyo Extreme Racer is fun. I'm probably a bit more biased because of my freaking... I like racing games, but... Hey-oh. It is what it is. Oh, here we go, chat. Good game coming up. Good game. I don't think you unlocked most of Deep Rock. Yeah, I probably haven't, but in the end, it's like... You gotta, like... The game has to, like, hook me to get that far. And it didn't. But anyway, chat, next one on the list, Peppa Pig World Adventures. Hell yeah, we played this, and good god, it was stupid. It was so stupid. It's not a good game by any means. But it was funny to stream. So I'll put it in the same category as Mind's Eye Sneak King. I think I'll put it above those two. It's not a good game, but it was a fun game to stream. It was dumb. Let me only play Deep Rock Solo. As I said, it's not my thing, but there's Peppa Pig. It goes in E. E for edible, because pork. But yeah, it was a stupid game, but it was fun to stream. Alright, next up on the list, we have got Naughty Bear. We got Naughty Bear, chat. We played this in October, because I'm like, hell yeah, spooky month, but it's not all that spooky, except it kind of is. I thought this would be fun to stream in October. And initially it was great. Like, the novelty of it was very fun at the beginning, and seeing some of like the kills and stuff was fun. The only problem is, this is one of the most repetitive games I think I've ever played. Like, it wears off its welcome very, very quickly. Like, the island is the same thing. You play the same level over and over and over and over again, except with a different, like, Instagram filter on it. And it's wild, and I wish there was more variety in this game, because the concept is cool, and the first, like, hour or so is cool, and then after that, dear God, it just gets very repetitive and very boring. So, I like the concept. I wish they did more with it. So I'm going to put it in with the E's. Do I put it above Mind's Eye? I don't know where to put it in E. I'll put it above Sneak King. It'll be there. I wish they did more of it. I can play a modern version if I play as Naughty Bear in Dead by Daylight. That is true. I could do that. Shame I'm not really a fan of Dead by Daylight, but hey-oh, that's just me. Next up, Bloodborne! Oh, I love Bloodborne. Bloodborne was awesome. I'm going to put it in S. It was definitely an S tier game. I love Bloodborne. FromSoft game, of course, PS4 exclusive. We all want it to come to PC so badly, but Sony is allergic to money. So I had to dig up my PS4 and it was fun playing it because my PS4 has a broken eject sensor. So me having it on disc was fun. I actually had to pay for a month of PS Plus Extra just to get to play this game to completion because my PS4 was so busted. Oh, good lord. But yeah, Bloodborne was a very, very good time. I still think I like Elden Ring more than Bloodborne, but Bloodborne is very close to Elden Ring in terms of my enjoyment for it. I love the atmosphere. The combat was fun. It was actually quite satisfying, the combat. There were some parts that were very annoying, but it's a FromSoft game, so of course it was going to be annoying. It's a FromSoft game. It's what you expect. And yeah, Bloodborne was a very good time. I give it a solid 9, maybe 9.5. Probably a 9. Because I think Okami would be a 9.5. I liked Okami more than Bloodborne, but it's very close between the two. Very, very close. So still definitely S tier. Bloodborne is definitely an S tier game, and maybe I'll do the DLC at some point. Maybe I'll do the DLC, but that's not on the plans for now. I still got to play Sekiro. Sekiro will definitely be a thing that's happening in 2026. But nonetheless, Bloodborne, very, very good game. Oh, here comes another game that I could probably put in S. And you know what? I think I will put on an S, chat. Power Wash Simulator 2. It's more Power Wash. It's just Power Wash 1, but with more levels and some updated mechanics and stuff. And I love it. I love Power Wash. And Power Wash Sim 2 is great, and I love it. I love it to bits. Power Wash Sim 2 is great. Not sure if I put it above Bloodborne because it is just more of the same. If you're looking for like anything like new or different with Power Wash 2, you're not going to get it with Power Wash 2. But if you love Power Wash 1, you will love Power Wash 2. I did love Power Wash 1. So, understandably, I love Power Wash 2. Power Wash 2 is great. It's great. I love it. It's so calming. It's just so cool to just shut your mind off to. And it's just satisfying as well with all the dings. The dings. I love the dings. It's great. I love Power Wash. Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is next. We played the campaign of this, and the campaign was so good. It was so fun. And then I tried doing that Gauntlet achievement, and I wanted to give up on life. I spent 2 hours on stream trying to get that stupid Gauntlet achievement, and I did get it in the end, but I spent 2 whole hours just trying to get that stupid achievement on stream, and I was so bad. I was so bad at it. But I really like Titanfall 2. I'm going to put it in high A. I put it in high A because I tried the multiplayer, and the multiplayer just has a lot of tryhards and sweats playing it nowadays, which makes sense, but I don't think the multiplayer is that enjoyable nowadays if you're a newbie like me. But the campaign is very solid. It was actually one of the most fun FPS campaigns I've played in a very long time. And that's saying something considering I played Doom. I like Titanfall's 2 campaign more than Doom. But Titanfall 2, really, really fun game. Really, really fun game. I understand now why everyone's crying out for a Titanfall 3. We're probably never going to get a Titanfall 3. But Titanfall 2, still amazing. Alright, what is next? I'm looking... Ooh, NASCAR 25. I got this game. I got a code for this game. Much to Penske's annoyance. Much to Penske's annoyance, I got a code for this game. NASCAR 25. I barely watched NASCAR. But I thought it'd be funny to like apply for a code for this game because I'm like, I like racing games. It'd be fun playing this, and I didn't think I'd get a code, and then they sent me one, and I'm like, okay. But NASCAR 25. It's the first NASCAR game, first official NASCAR game, made by iRacing Studios. Obviously, they make iRacing on PC, which is like one of the best like simulators out there. But they got the rights for NASCAR. They made NASCAR 25, and the foundation, the actual like driving and the gameplay is good. I like it. The only problem is it's very bare bones. it's definitely a first attempt game. If they can build on the foundations they have and like flesh out the game more, great. They got something going there, but NASCAR 25 as a package itself it's just too bare bones for me. It's just like, I wish they did more with it. I can understand it's a first attempt, but I wish they did more with it. So I'm gonna have to put this in C. I'll put it there. I'll put it in C just because I wish they did more with it, but it's a good foundation. Hopefully they could build more upon it. But NASCAR 25 itself it's alright. It's a good game. It's a good game. Just wish they did more of it. Alrighty. Okay, I get to talk about this one. Ridge Racer 6. Ridge Racer 6. Ridge Racer 6 was a launch title for the 360. And I streamed it around the time the 360 was celebrating its 20th anniversary. I was like, we'll do a launch title. I have Ridge Racer 6 here. So we'll play Ridge Racer 6. I'm going to judge this based on the game itself and not the achievement list, because if I based it off its achievement list, I would send it to the fire pits of hell. Because that achievement list sucked. Yes, let's make an achievement where you have to win every race with every class of car without hitting anything in a Ridge Racer game. Yes, very good. Hey, drive 10,000 miles, you idiot. But chat, I did it. I completed it yesterday. I got my last achievement in it yesterday. I got that 1,000 points of Ridge Racer 6. I did it. Ay. I'm going to judge it based on the game itself rather than the achievement list. And it's a solid arcade racer. Especially for 20 years ago. It runs very well. Obviously, it's very much a Ridge Racer game. Not much more than that. There's not much variety in like the race types. There's only like 3 different race types. Where it's like a normal race, a no nitrous race, and a reverse charge race. I'm like, I wish they kinda did more with it, but hey-oh. Launch title for the 360, what you gonna do? And I think they did more with like Ridge Racer 7, which was a PlayStation 3 exclusive. But Ridge Racer 7 was basically 6, but with more stuff. So if you had the choice, if you have a PS3 or 360 and you had a choice, I'd probably go with Ridge Racer 7, just because it has more stuff. But for the 360 version, Ridge Racer 6, which you can play on Xbox One and Series X for backwards compatibility, it was alright. I put it below Import Tuner, but I put it above Genshin. But if you play Ridge Racer 6, don't go for all the achievements. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. You'll lose your sanity. You will lose your sanity if you do that. Okay, next one. Clover Pit. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. Clover Pit, I think, just reaffirmed my belief that I'm the unluckiest person alive when it comes to these games. Like, dear lord, some of the freaking, like, stuff I had with Clover Pit, I was, like, astounded by the amount of bad luck I had with Clover Pit. It was the same with Balatro as well, but good lord, man. Clover Pit just... it just wanted to laugh in my face a lot of the time. But Clover Pit was fun. I liked it. Not as much as Balatro, but I liked it. I'll put it yeah, here. That sounds about right. I'm going to move Saboteur up to a low A as well, because I did like it more than most people. I did like the Saboteur more than most people. Saboteur was fun. I feel like I put it in high B, but seeing all the stuff I put in B, it's like I could probably afford to move Saboteur up to a low A. It was, I did like the Saboteur a lot. Alright, Jackbox Party Pack 11 is the next one. And I will say, this party pack was banging. It has a lot of good games in it. We haven't played all the games yet. I think we're missing one, the Suspectives one we haven't done yet. We might do that earlier. We might do that in the Jackbox stream on Saturday, maybe not. But this was a solid party pack. It was better than 10. 10 wasn't that great. Naughty Pack was pretty bad. Survey Scramble was fun. Party Pack 11, it was good. It got a good one. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it in A. Good job, Jackbox. You're on the right track again. I'm looking forward to Trivia Murder Party 3 whenever that comes out. But solid party pack there from Jackbox. Alrighty. Oh, well, we're down to the last two in terms of the games I played on stream. Robocop Rogue City. This is the second to last game we played from beginning to end on stream. I didn't really have high hopes for this game, honestly. I heard people liked it, but I'm like, yeah, maybe I won't like it as much. I'm not like into these sort of things. But Robocop was fun. It was enjoyable. Kind of got a little bit repetitive at the end. But I did like the gameplay. I think they nailed the atmosphere. The game looks great. Like, it visually looks amazing. And the gameplay holds up, actually. Well, I say holds up. It only came out a couple of years ago. But the gameplay is actually really fun. It actually made you feel like you're a Robocop. And I'm like, that is probably the biggest like praise you could probably give to a game like this. So it makes you feel like the character itself. I will put it in the B's again. I'll put it below Pirate Yakuza, but I'll put it there. It's a very, very solid game. It is a good time. I definitely want to do the standalone expansion they did. Unfinished Business. Maybe they'll put that. Maybe they'll put that on Game Pass eventually as well. That'd be cool. But hell yeah. And then the last game that I played on stream, beginning to end, apart from the Simpsons Hit and Run with the crowd control thing. Obviously, I didn't add that to the list. But the last thing we did from beginning to end, and we did end up on a very positive note this year at least. We may have started off with the absolute worst of the worst in terms of shit. But we did end off very solid. Red Dead Redemption 1. I like this more than the second one. And I'm going to put it in S tier above Power Wash. I like this more than the second one. This one feels more like a game than the second one. The second one, I feel gets let down. The second one is a bit of a letdown for me because the gameplay, I feel like they tried too hard to make it realistic. And I think it's to its detriment. The visuals and the soundtrack and the story for the second one are all amazing, but the gameplay itself, it didn't really jive with me. First one, on the other hand, obviously it doesn't look as good as the second one, but it's a freaking 15-year-old game. But the story's still great, and the game, I liked playing it more than the second one. But the gameplay is gameplay's great, story's great, soundtrack's great, acting's great. World's fun to maneuver around in. I know a lot of it's quite empty, but that's the point. And yeah, I did really, really like playing Red Dead 1. I will go back and try and get the 100% on it. And we will do Undead Nightmare eventually. But Red Dead Redemption, very good time. Very, very good time. I give it 2 thumbs up. So that's all the games that we played on stream and completed. Maybe not necessarily completed on stream, but we did play these on stream. And I feel like I was comfortable enough to give these ratings. But that is not the end, because we do have other games that I did play off stream and exclusively off stream, as you can see here. down below. So I'm gonna rate these pretty quickly, add them to the list, and then we'll have our final list available and ready to go. So we're gonna start off with a game I played early on in the year, a motorbike game called Ride. And it's made by Milestone, who make like the MotoGP games. They also made the Hot Wheels games, the new Hot Wheels games, Unleashed. And they're also releasing an anime racing game next year called Screamer, which looks interesting, I will admit. But Milestone do have a solid history of making like some good racing titles, and Ride I think is one of those, but it is the first game in the Ride series, and obviously the later ones are better, so this feels more like a, hey, look what we can do. And not much more than that. But I will put it... it's in a similar vein to NASCAR 25, but I feel like it's better than NASCAR 25 in that regard. But I'll put it there. It's alright. Pretty good. A lot of these are going to be racing games, I just realised, but... It's gonna be great. Alright, next one. What would be the next one? I guess it's this one next. This is a test drive game that you probably never heard of, because a lot of people, when they think of test drive, they think of Test Drive Unlimited, which we did play 1 and 2 on stream. Haven't played Solar Crown, because I hear Solar Crown's big doo-doo, but I haven't played that. But this one's actually different because it's a simulator game. All about Ferrari, and it's made by the same devs who made the Project Cars games and eventually made Fast and Furious Crossroads, which we're absolutely going to stream at some point. I need to experience that train wreck myself. But this game, it's not great. The handling model is questionable, and it's very repetitive. The career mode tries to pretend there's a story mode to it, but there really isn't. It's basically just text blurbs, and you're just doing races, just doing these random races over and over again. It's fine, but it's not great. I'm going to put it in low D. Because, yeah. It's not amazing. It doesn't really excel at anything, we'll say that. Next one I put on the list, Oblivion Remastered. Remember that this game came out this year. Oblivion Remastered came out this year. It shadow dropped, even though it was like leaked to Kingdom Come like months beforehand. It was like, yeah, this is definitely happening. They were like, oh my god, you can play it today. But it's like, we already knew this was a thing. But obviously, remaster of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Because they got bored re-releasing Skyrim over and over again. They decided, hey, we'll re-release the last one, the previous one, Oblivion. And I really liked this. I really enjoyed going back to Oblivion, actually. And it does look very nice with a new coat of paint. Obviously, it still has its issues. It is a Bethesda game underneath, so obviously it's going to have its issues. And there are some new issues with it, which I think a lot of them have been patched now, so which is great. But even then, I still really liked revisiting Oblivion again, so I'm going to put it in A. I'm going to put it above Doom. Oblivion Remaster, very good. It was very solid. I really, really liked playing Oblivion again. I really actually had a very good time. I was tempted to stream it, but I was tempted to stream it, but Expedition 33 came out at the same time. And I'm like, I want to play that one. So I did. Alrighty, what should we do next? I think the next one I'm gonna do. I think the next one I'm gonna do is The Witcher 2. Okay, so Witcher 2 is a fun one. Because I own The Witcher 2 for a while. I also own Witcher 3. I don't own Witcher 1. No, actually, no, I do own Witcher 1. But I haven't played Witcher 1, because I know there's a remake coming for it, so I kind of want to wait until that remake comes out, because apparently Witcher 1, playing it nowadays, is not great. So, I know they did announce they're remaking Witcher 1, but I'll wait for that to come out. The Witcher 2, I've owned for quite a while. I owned the 360 version of it rather than the PC version. I tried playing it when I first got it. Couldn't really get into it. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And then a couple of years later on, I was like, I'll give this another shot. I'll give The Witcher 2 another shot. Still couldn't get into it. This was like 2018. I couldn't get into it. And then 2025, I don't know what happened. 2025, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to give this a third try and see how it goes. And it finally clicked. It finally clicked for me, chat. Witcher 2 finally clicked for me. And I'm just like, maybe it was just time. Maybe I'm just like more into these games now. But it finally clicked for me. And I really liked Witcher 2. I really did. I'm looking forward to playing the third one. I'll put it below Oblivion because I did kind of enjoy playing Oblivion more. But Witcher 2 is still solid. It finally clicked up for me after 3 attempts. But it did happen. And I'm looking forward to going through Witcher 3. I'm going to do that at some point this year. Because I heard The Witcher 3 is the best one. I'm looking forward to doing that. Cool, man. Okay, let's see. Oh, should I go with my controversial pick or not? No, we'll do Schedule 1 first. Schedule 1. I think we all know what Schedule 1 is. It blew up on Steam quite spectacularly, in a good way, because a lot of people played it when it came out. Not so many people playing it nowadays, but if you don't know what Schedule 1 is, you grow and sell drugs. That's pretty much it. I think there's some other stuff in it as well that I haven't really touched, but the main concept is, hey, you're growing and selling drugs. You gotta avoid the popo as well. Gotta avoid the popo. A lot of people enjoyed this. It's a very good co-op game. I played it with a couple of friends. And yeah, it was alright. I liked Schedule 1. Probably not as much as most people, but I like it. I'll put it here. Another B-rated game, I know. Gmod Dark RP, the video game, yeah. But it was solid. It was a solid game. I feel like I think it's still in early access, so they're doing more of it. So hopefully in time they flesh it out more and it will be better. But for now, yeah, it was solid. Now I think I'm gonna probably come to my most controversial choice of this list, because this is another game that released on Steam and exploded in popularity, and a lot of people still play this game today. Very co-op orientated. You still can play it yourself, but it's very co-op orientated. A lot of people say that this game coined the phrase friend slop, which I don't really agree with. It's fine to enjoy games with friends. I mean, some games are better played with friends. But man, I soured on this game quite a bit as time went on. I did like it at first, but I did sour. I did sour on this game as time went on. I saw all the issues of it, and I'm like, are these issues or purposeful design choices just to try and like generate, oh my god, reactions on stream and shit? And I don't really like when games do that. Of course, I'm talking about Peak. I don't like this game that much. I still prefer the term streamer bait. Yeah, there probably is streamer bait, but Peak, man. I liked it at first, and then I just saw all the glaring issues of it, and the fact that they just didn't want to patch them because I feel like they just wanted those OMG reactions on stream when something happens. And I'm just like, just make the game competent, please. I don't want to stand on a piece of like ledge that's completely flat, and yet I'm somehow sliding off it. Like, no. No. It just makes the game frustrating rather than enjoyable. So chat, I know it's controversial. I'm putting it in D. I put it in high D. But I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like Peak, but I can't. I can't with its glaring issues. Like, I'd rather you make the game competent rather than try and generate reactions from streamers. But that's just me. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I'm the bad guy. Maybe I'm the bad guy in this instant. In this instance, but that's just me, man. That's just me. Alright, we'll go with something else. We'll do Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. This is the remastered version. They added it on Game Pass along with Ni no Kuni 2, which I haven't played yet. But I heard a lot of good things about Ni no Kuni. And I will say, looks amazing. Obviously they had Studio Ghibli help with it. Looks great. Soundtrack, I like the sounds. I like all the bells and whistles. Story was cool, but I feel like it's not amazingly cool, but it was alright. I did like the story. But I don't know. It's just something about this game that made me not love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. There's just something about the game. I think it's just the mechanics, like the battle mechanics, just kind of like it didn't really sit with me too well. Like, they're fine enough, it's just, I don't know. There's just something about this game where I can only like it and not love it. But that's just me. And it kind of like dissuaded me from doing the second one, but it's a good game. It's a good game, and maybe it'll click for you, and maybe you'll enjoy it a lot. But for me, it's just like, I don't know, man. So, I did like it. There's a lot to like about Ni no Kuni, so I'm not going to rate it low. But I can't really put it much higher. I think I'll probably put it in the low Bs. I heard the second one is a lot more normal RPG. Yeah, it might be. I'm going to move Genshin to a high C. Again, the gacha mechanics just kind of let it down there. Alrighty. I like how most of the games I got left are all racing games. Alright, you know what? I'm going to lump two of these together. And you're probably wondering, what the fuck? Why did you play these games? But the reason why I played these games is because they were on Game Pass, they had easy achievements. So let's lump these two together because they're both in the same freaking franchise. Fucking Paw Patrol, man. Fucking Paw Patrol. This one was the first one I played. It was called, I think it's called Mighty Pup Save Adventure Bay. This one wasn't good. It was worse than Peppa Pig. I'll just leave it there and be done with it. It's very repetitive. You do the same shit in every level and it's kind of boring. And it was kind of a tedious way of, it was kind of a tedious 1,000 points for me there, but I did do it. Paw Patrol World, on the other hand, is actually alright. If you're like a kid playing this, you really like Paw Patrol, right? You could do a lot worse than this. Paw Patrol World is not that bad. I'll definitely put it in the C's. I'll put it here. But if you like Paw Patrol, if you have a kid who likes Paw Patrol was probably the best one to give them to play because it's actually not that bad. It's more open world than the other Paw Patrol thing. It still has repetition. It has quite a lot of repetition in it, but it is quite cool. I think it's actually made by the same devs who did like the MLP games, if I remember correctly. And I know the second MLP game was alright as well. But yeah, another Outright Games game. One of them was pretty bad, and the other one was alright, actually, all things considered. It's weird to think that was it's weird to think that was the best Outright Games game I played this year, is that one. But it was actually okay. It was alright. This game here, it's called Race Pro. Very original name. Very generic racing game. It's on the same lines as Test Drive. I'm going to put it in D below Test Drive, and I'm going to move on with that because it's not great. It's just a very generic racing game. Very generic. Colin McRae Dirt. This is the first Dirt game. They made like 5 of these, and you had like Dirt Showdown and the Dirt Rally ones, but this is the first Dirt game. Still had Colin McRae's name on it before they took it off. This game was alright. It's an early 360 game, but I feel like it was alright. Don't know where to put it in. I'll put it in C. I think the age of it's kind of caught up to it, but it was alright. It was very serviceable. I feel like if I played it earlier, I'd probably give it a higher rating, but it doesn't look amazing today. It does look bad, but it doesn't look amazing today. But hey-oh, it came out in like 2006, 2007, so... Well, hey. Alright, 4 games to go. 4 games to go, chat. We're nearly done. Nearly done. Okay, I'm gonna go... Next one, Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins. This is another one, like Witcher 2, where I played it originally, like, a few years ago, couldn't really get into it. And then this year I decided, you know what? I'm gonna try playing this to completion. And I did with Dragon Age Origins, but unlike Witcher 2, didn't really click for me as much. I kind of just went through it. I went through the motions, and it's not a bad game by any means. Not a bad game. But it didn't click with me as much as Witcher 2 did. Which is a shame, because I heard Dragon Age Origins is the best one in the series. So I got all the other ones, I'm just like, is it going to go downhill from here? Well, I've heard Inquisition's okay, but yeah, Dragon Age Origins, I did complete it. I did all the DLCs as well. I will say, BioWare, I prefer Mass Effect to Dragon Age. Oh, good lord. We'll see how the new fucking Mass Effect turns out, but if it's anything like Veilguard, then I'm scared. But yeah, Dragon Age Origins just didn't really click for me as much. I'm gonna put it in top... I'm gonna put it at high C. But it didn't really click for me as much. It's not bad. It's a good game. But it just didn't click for me. It's more of a not my thing sort of game. 3 games left. Alright. We'll do F1 25. I played this for a free weekend. I'm like, okay, I'm going to play this on a free weekend because I hated 24. 24 was like my worst game last year. So I had no faith in F1 25. But they made it free for a week, and I'm like, alright, I'll give it a try, play the story mode, do like a bit of career stuff, and see how it is. I will say, it is a step up from 24, so bless it. I mean, it's not really a high bar to clear. It is competent, it actually is alright. I did like playing F1 25. It was decent. And I'll put it in C rating because it's still the same underlying engine, the game engine, as the previous games. So there's not really much different in terms of like 25 compared to like 23 or 24 even. But it is a lot better than 24. It is a step in the right direction, which means they probably will take a step back in the next one, which is 27, because they're not releasing a 26 game. They're bringing out the 2026 thing as DLC for 25. Which is interesting, but they also did the same thing with the rally game, so... You know what? Fair play. That is how you should do it. Just, you know, release a game, add the following years as DLCs for like 4 years, and then make a brand new one with like more bells and whistles and better like mechanics and stuff. So, you know, it is they are doing one thing right with 26, and it's like, we're not releasing a brand new game for 26, we're making a DLC for 25. So, hey-oh, hopefully that works out, and hopefully that becomes the norm for sports games, because maybe sports games might become good again. Well, probably not, because it's still EA, but hey-oh, it's a step in the right direction, 25. I'll say that much. But it's still a C tier because it doesn't really do anything fundamentally different from the ones that came before it. Crew Motorfest. We'll do this one next. Crew Motorfest. This game really, really wants to be Forza Horizon so bad. It really does. It is such a departure from the first Crew game. It's crazy. It's like, we just really want to be Forza Horizon. Because everyone likes Forza Horizon. We'll just copy them. We'll just copy their homework. But it's an Ubisoft game. It's a modern Ubisoft game, so obviously there's some issues. But I will say it is better than the Crew 2. It is better than Crew 2. I do like the map. I think the map of Hawaii is better than the Mexico map in Forza Horizon 5. I'll give them that. It's a better map. But there's just some things, there's like little things that are wrong with it that just make me not like it as much as Forza Horizon. And again, it is a blatant copy of Forza Horizon. It really is. It's shocking how much of a copy and paste job it is. But they do things. They do some things better than Forza Horizon, I will admit. As I said, the map's better. I think the car choice is better. I think there's a lot more variety in the cars compared to Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon, they kind of went with quantity over quality. I feel like Ubisoft decided to go with more variety of cars, which is actually nice. I do like it. But in the end, I don't think it's as good as Forza Horizon. But it's still competent enough. I'm going to put it... Another one in the B's, chat. I'm going to put it behind Clover Pit, in front of Metro. The Crew Motorfest. And chat, last and probably certainly least, because this game, man. Once again, I only played this game because it was on Game Pass. And it had easy achievements. I would not have played this game otherwise. But even with it being on Game Pass... Holy shit, this game was awful. So the game in question is called Barbie Project Friendship. And it is one of the most boring, repetitive slogs I've ever had the misfortune of playing. It doesn't... Like, a lot of the game basically involves you going one place to another place to another place. And you could easily just use your phone to contact certain people, but no, you have to walk from one end of the map to the other, and the fast travel system is so bad. Oh, friend! Oh, new friend! Thanks for the rat raid, Ruby. I'm ranting about a Barbie game. Welcome everybody. I'm ranting about a Barbie game. This is what my life has become. But yeah, there's so many times where it's like you go from one end of the map to the other, where you can just easily like text message or call the person. And the fast travel system is lame. And the game wants you to do like the same 2 mini games 10 million times to progress. And it gets so boring. One of the mini games is an Overcooked clone. And then the other type of mini game is just a rhythm game. And it's just so lame and so boring. And it's just, oh my good God. I wanted this game to end so badly. I want to get all the achievements, please. I did, and I wish I hadn't played this game. This game goes in F. No, it goes below Superman 64, because at least I had some fun playing that. But it goes in there. And chat, we are done with our listings for this year. There you go, drink it all in. Hey Ruby. But yeah, drink it all in. That's my listings for the games I've played in 2025. Some controversial choices in there. Why is Peppa Pig so low? You think I should rate it a lot higher? Oh god. It was fun to stream, but the game is not great. But yeah, good god, man. We played some absolute stinkers this year down here, but we also played some pretty banging games. It's definitely been a wide variety. There's a Peppa Pig game. There's 2 Peppa Pig games. There's 2 of them. That was the second one. We played the first one years ago. But there's 2 of them. But yeah, That is how good are the games? They're Peppa Pig games. What? That should tell you all you need to know. They're not great. They're not great. They're fun to stream. But that's about it. And thankfully they're short. Both of them are like an hour each. But I did play both of them. I got the achievements in them as well. But yeah. Game of the year for me, Expedition 33. Loved it. Absolutely love it. Second, Okami. Loved Okami as well. Okami was very, very good. Holds up well. Bloodborne in number 3. Very, very good FromSoft game. It's my second favourite FromSoft game. I think Elden Ring is a bit better. But Bloodborne's still very fun. I love the atmosphere. I love the world. The characters were cool as well. Red Dead Redemption, number 4. Like it more than the second one, because I actually like the gameplay in it. And then Power Sim, number 5, because it's just more Power Wash, and I love Power Wash. Power Simulator is life. Time for a retro stream and go back to one of the originals of those type of games, the Teletubbies PC game. I think Pashi does those a lot. I know she plays like a whole bunch of like old PC games back in the day, and I'm like, I think she actually does it on like native hardware. She actually has like an old PC that she like hooks up to a capture card with. And like, that's cool actually. I should do that. I should try and find like a old ass PC, like stream those old games from. The only problem is, will the RAM prices for those old PCs also increase? But yeah, I think I'm happy with that list for 2025. I know there's some controversial opinions in there. Some people might think I've rated Deep Rock Galactic and Peak too low. But this is my list, and this is my opinion. You have your own opinions, and that's great. This is my opinion. And yeah. I will say, Balan Wonderworld's still one of the worst games I've ever played. Like, even with these here, Balan Wonderworld is just a special kind of bad. Like, fucking Christ. And I started the year off with this game. This is the first game I streamed this year. And it's at the bottom of the pile. On the plus side, it only went up from there, which is kind of like the opposite of how the year went for me. Because I felt like the year started off very strongly and then just kind of went downhill as time went on. So, you know. Great stuff. Oh my word. Thankfully, at least I hope, we'll be starting 2026 on a much more positive note because we're playing Apollo Justice. We're carrying on our journey through the Ace Attorney series with Apollo Justice on Friday. So I'm looking forward to playing that because I did like playing the OG trilogy. And I do like the world of Ace Attorney. It is a fun time. My voice is going to be shot by the end of it, but we will enjoy our time with it. Obviously, we got Yakuza Kiwami 3 out in February. We'll probably be playing that. Obviously, there'll be some other things as well. Metro Last Light, we'll do the other Batman games. I still got to finish off the Saints Row and Bioshock series because I still haven't played Bioshock Infinite on stream yet. Saints Row, we still haven't done 4, Get Out of Hell, or the reboot. And I do want to do the reboot on stream because I want to see how bad it is for myself. There's a whole bunch of games here as well that I've got on the 360 that I still haven't streamed yet. So, there's a lot of that. Basically, there's going to be a fun time. But also, chat, I do want to emphasize retro games more next year. I want to play some like more old games that I never like got to experience when I was a wee lad. A wee lad. So like stuff on like the PS1, Nintendo 64, maybe even like earlier ones like the Mega Drive or the SNES maybe. Basically, we're probably going to go emulation wild next year. But also stuff on like the PS2 as well. I do want to do that sort of stuff next year because I think that will be fun. Because again, there's a lot of games in that era I missed. Like, I never played like the old Final Fantasies or Metal Gear Solid 1 or... Heck, I haven't even finished Ocarina of Time. I've played Ocarina of Time, but I never finished Ocarina of Time. I know, it's shocking. But Jane the Sega stuff is gone from Steam. Yeah, it is. I think I could still get the console version, maybe. I might be able to get a physical version of it on console. Obviously, yeah, like 360 stuff, I did say we will do Sonic Unleashed on stream, because I do have that. Apparently Sonic Unleashed is okay. And thankfully I got the 360 version, which I can play on the Series X, so we got some 60 frame per second goodness. But, yeah. I think other than that, I think we got a very solid game plan for next year. And also, there's definitely some bad games I want to stream as well, including some bad games I've played in the PS2 era that I don't think a lot of people know about. I played the Charlie's Angels game on PS2. I played that game. That game is awful. That game is abysmal. I played that. My bad way. There is. I'm not sure it's the same site, but I've seen like a guy on Twitter who's been like packaging like old PC games to work on modern systems. He's doing God's work right now. Like he's actually doing God's work. Like it's fucking phenomenal. Like I posted a few of them on my server. Like he did like the old like the War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. He did. He re-released some of the old F1 games, which I don't need to do that because I have them on Steam already. But he's done like some old racing games as well, and some of the like other PC games that have been delisted. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. But he's also included like improvements, like more bells and whistles and stuff. I'm like, that's awesome. But yeah, definitely want to do some more retro stuff. I need to download this. I'm going to download it. No preview image. Regenerate now. Oh, this website's running so slow. Alright, let's download the image. I'll put it in my server. Put it in my server so you can all look at it and tell me that I'm wrong. There we go. Actually, while I'm here, has the thing I ordered arrived yet? If the thing I've ordered has arrived, we could do some live troubleshooting on stream and see whether this £12 USB stick I got can fix my Steam Deck. I think it has. Chat, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna see whether this thing's arrived. Okay, it has arrived. Chat, I mentioned this earlier. I did mention this earlier. But I got a Steam Deck for Christmas, and I'm like, hell yeah, awesome. There's an issue with it. It keeps crashing. It keeps freezing, like constantly freezing. And it's very annoying. So mostly freezes in the Steam OS menu. I can't even load up a game. But in the rare opportunity that I do get to load up a game, usually like freezes like, I don't know, 15-20 minutes after I play. I think the most I was able to play once was an hour of Euro Truck before the thing froze. And I tried everything. I tried like resetting, like factory resetting and stuff. Still kept doing it. So the last option I had, which I couldn't do at the time, but now I'm going to be able to do, is you can re-image SteamOS onto the Steam Deck. Like completely like wipe the slate clean, do a clean copy of SteamOS. But you need a USB-C drive to do that, and I didn't have one. But now I do. It's actually a double-ended one. So it has USB-A on the one side and USB-C on the other one. So I ordered that yesterday. It's arrived just now. So I need to re-image this onto... Well, I need to put the SteamOS image onto this on my PC. And then I need to use the other end to plug it into the Steam Deck so I can boot it into the recovery thing and then try doing that. Don't know if it's going to work. But it is pretty much a Hail Mary, like the last option I have. So we could try this live on stream and see whether it works, but it could be fun, but yeah, the fate of my Steam Deck relies on this USB drive that I got. That cost me $11.99. Because if this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to send it back, which is very annoying. But hey, at least that will be free. So I could try that on stream. Could be fun. I guess I could activate my webcam for it, take away my model, but heyo. Yeah, you know what, I'll do that. So I'm gonna stop the recording for YouTube because we're done with like the tier list and stuff. They can see the tier list. It's all good. I'll keep the music going, but we'll stop recording for YouTube. This will be the last recording for YouTube this year. GG's YouTube. But we'll carry on the stream afterwards, and we'll do some live troubleshooting and see whether this thing fucking works. Because it actually fixes my freezing issue. I bet it won't, but you know, I could be pleasantly surprised. Maybe 2025 will kick me in the balls once again, one more time. But we'll do that. So yeah, YouTube, that will be it for the tier list. As you can see there, you can have a look at it yourself. This is the last recording for 2025. Next time you'll see me will be 2026. So, you're watching on YouTube. Hope you've enjoyed my content this year. If not, I'm sorry. I'll try and do better. And Happy New Year to you all, YouTube. And I'll see you in 2026. Boop.